On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag, this shit cool. I look fly, I look good.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, you guys, this episode wasn't a lot. They tried to stretch it out for Jesus' sake. It really wasn't even that much, but they really tried to stretch it out. Anyway, let's get into it. So y'all know that the OLG restaurant is open now? It's open now. So at this point of taping, Todd and Katie have been spending a lot of money and time trying to get this restaurant together, and she hasn't gotten all of her permits yet. So she wants to do a preview party for her family and friends since she can do that, okay? Candy is worrying Todd to death. This does not look ready, Todd. Look at this. This is still dirty. Look at this. Oh wait, that's dirty. I'm just playing. Ashes. Anyway, so Todd is basically telling her to calm her ass down and stop trying to be so controlling, and he has it, he got it, it'll be okay. But the place is dirty, and the chairs aren't the color she wants them to be, and the pictures aren't on the walls, and he didn't want any help from Karma and Don Juan, and I can understand why he didn't want any help from them, because he wanted to be able to do something and nobody can take credit for it. Nobody can come back and throw anything in his face. He worked hard. He really tried to make this happen, and that's what's important. Okay, when I found out there was $100,000 over the budget, I was like, good googly moogly. Okay, Jesus Christ. Candy is basically more worried about what the other ladies are going to say about her than anything else. And I just kind of feel like, man, fuck them. Fuck them. Okay, they're going to have something to say either way. Todd tells her to calm her ass down, that he's got it together, and they have 24 hours, and he will pull everything together in time, okay? And she's just looking at him like, like, every bitch, if you don't make it, I care, like that, you know. Kenya confides in Sheree about she and Matt being over. Okay, she still loves him, and the sex was okay, even though she's had better. But she just really couldn't get him to get control of his emotions. And Sheree is in denial about how unready her house is. Okay, like, she's got people putting landscaping down. This house looks like it's a good 2 weeks away from being really ready. If people were like full speed ahead working on it, but y'all know how Sheree shit go. Okay, she's building a house like a fucking Jamaican over there. The chateau is coming together as far as she's concerned, and she's ready to have her housewarming party and have all you bitches check your gog at the door. And I'm just like, girl, whatever. Like, just anything for you to get this fucking house back together. Peter is back in town for the soft opening of LOG restaurant, okay? And while in the car, he and Ty get a phone call from Apollo's ass in jail. And I'm like, goddamn, Apollo gets to do a lot in jail. Goddamn, man, you know? But anyway, he basically tells them that his girlfriend Shireen might come through and show support on behalf of him since he can't be there. They get into the divorce with Phaedra, and he lets them know that the divorce is not final. She was trying to do some trickery, in which she came to him and told him that it was put on hold, but she was still filing paperwork, while he, thinking that maybe she was rethinking it. And I'm like, well, why would you be happy about her rethinking it if you already got this girl that you already with? It's all very confusing. I don't trust Todd. I don't trust Apollo either. And the thing that pisses me off about Apollo is that he says that he doesn't think that Phaedra ever really loved him, because if she did, how could she do this to him? And I'm like, nigga, do what to you? Do what to you? Okay? She picked you up out the fucking jail, okay? Upgraded your ass. And that's what pissed me off, sitting up there talking about Shireen is an upgrade. Bitch, out of here. Shireen's mentality of trying to fuck with and marry a nigga in jail that's gonna be there for at least 6 more years tells me that her shit ain't all the way together. Give me a motherfucking break. She may be cute and Nikki baby looking with the, the blonde hair and the banging, body and the extra clothes and shit and all of those. Girl, look, all right, we've seen it before. Okay, it's nothing special, and I may not like Phaedra right now, but at the end of the day, Phaedra upgraded you, made you famous, and now this bitch is coming on the show piggybacking off said, spreading around the fame. All love Phaedra's back. Okay, now I don't know about you, but I feel like Apollo is full of shit. Okay, you are full of shit, and you have done so much to Phaedra in the past season, disrespecting her with other women, with Kenya. Like, you have done a lot, Apollo. And so at this point, if she don't give a fuck about you, your emotions, or your pockets, or whether you have anything once you get your ass out of jail for the second time for doing the same dumb shit. And once again, might I add, while on national television, I'm sorry, but I do not blame her. Okay. Anyway, and it works on my nerves the way Uncle Ben and Todd always gonna be on Apollo's side, like they wasn't right there with him, watching him be disrespectful to his marriage with Phaedra. Y'all niggas can't tell me that y'all wasn't around when he was doing his dirt. That's why y'all so click tight right now. And even though y'all may not have done it, y'all still watched him do it. So as far as I'm concerned, y'all is just as fucked up, always sitting up there acting like he's not in the wrong. Talking about Phaedra a snake. Yeah, she a snake, but that nigga's a snake too. Snakes of a feather fucking flock together. Whatever. So it's Phaedra's birthday, and her parents come in town to get her boys for her. And I wonder what's going on with the boys. They seem more unruly than usual. They're still cute. You know, they're still obviously very articulate. That little Dylan was trying to get his emotions out. You know, he was so emotion filled. He was really trying to get it out. And I didn't really understand what he was saying, but the words were making sense in some aspect. They looked like they was like, oh, okay. And they just ignored him. But they, you know, they still cute. But I wonder if, you know, Apollo being in jail is now starting to affect them. You know, because at the end of the day, it is going to have an effect on the children, whether Phaedra and Apollo recognize it, like it, or not. The parents also offer to take the kids 2 weeks out of the summer so that she can have some time, you know, to herself. And I'm like, isn't that nice? You know, but we all know that Phaedra has nannies and shit, and that at the end of the day, if she wants a break, she'll take a break. Cynthia is feeling bittersweet about her divorce because she went to sign the paperwork and Peter wasn't there. Peter rides by their old house in a car and gets emotional because he felt like he would be living in that house much longer than he did. And, you know, he really wasn't ready to get a divorce when Cynthia announced their divorce. And I looking back on it, y'all, I really was surprised that she decided to divorce him because I didn't find that he did anything like that huge. And the money shit, bitch, you gave him the money. You can't get mad that he lost it once you gave it to him, okay? And that's just kind of how I feel about it. But I do feel bad for Cynthia and Peter in this situation because it looks like it's painful on both sides. You know, he's crying in the car. She's, you know, all confused about what her emotions exactly are. And now they're going to have to run into each other at this OLG restaurant soft opening, bitch. Oh, my God. Portia decides that, you know, she's going to throw a slumber party for Faye freaking frack, okay, in their little tidy whities. Y'all, they had these onesies with freaking frack on them. Super cute. And they popped around the room. It was all very cute. Portia just wanted to put together a cute little slumber party thing for Phaedra so Phaedra can feel loved and have a good time. And she wants everybody to know that it is not a divorce party. And I'm like, well, you had it on her birthday, so obviously it's not a divorce party. And the way Phaedra was sucking on whatever that was she was sucking on, like Portia said, bitch, you might as well have had all the penises that Kenya had at her party. But they try on wigs and you know, try on outfits and just have fun and have a good time. And it was nice and light. And even though, like I said, I am not too keen on these two bitches right now, I still like to see them have a good time because it's just fun to watch. They also later on have a conversation about Apollo and him dating, and it is very obvious that Phaedra is not going to be comfortable with whoever he decides to date whenever the situation comes around. But her, you know, I don't think she's really thinking about that right now because he can't force his girlfriend to be around her kids when his ass is in jail. So she got a time before she really has to even think about it. But anyway, you guys, Todd pulls the party together. The aunties show up. They're happy. They were all supposed to wear white shirts and black pants. But of course, when Mama Joyce gets there 90 minutes into the party, she has to have on some gray, you know, cute collared shirt and a white skirt and just trying to Oprah the fuck out the situation. She looked very cute. And Bertha was like, you knew exactly what you were supposed to wear, you old bitch. Trying to be Beyonce, a group ass bitch. Like, you know. Them old women probably be cursing each other out in their head. Peter gets there and he's a little cold to Cynthia, and she wasn't expecting that. I'm like, bitch, I don't know why you wasn't expecting that. I don't know how much happiness you think he's gonna be able to have around you at this point. Candy decides to sing, fly above all the haters. I fly above all the haters, fly above all the haters. Okay, because that song is still relevant today, speaking of Portia's ass. Then Apollo's girlfriend decides that she wanted to grace us with her presence. And you guys, I don't like her. She may be cordial and everything, but to me, just you even being here is why? Apollo's not on this show. Yes, he's a part of the storyline, but he's not on the show. He's in jail. So why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid. And I understand why Candy felt so uncomfortable because, Todd had to introduce her. And Kenya and Cynthia and Kenzie are all there, and Shami is there, and the girl walks in and introduces herself, and she's Apollo's girlfriend, and Todd calls her Shireen Nida, and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? The divorce ain't final, and you know it. So why the fuck are you trying to add fuel to the fire? And I think it's because he really don't like Phaedra. So for him, this is a little bit of a a giggle. And for me, I feel like it's some messy shit that don't need to happen. And I think Candy felt the same way. Apollo just so happens to call her while the scene is happening. And, hey, baby, I miss you. And it's like, bitch. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? And Candy is just like, hey, Apollo. And he congratulates them on the opening. And, they're like, thank you. But look, I'm just going to be real with you, okay? Like, my relationship with Phaedra is already kind of complicated, and I just feel like this is not gonna make anything better. It's just making it completely worse. Like Candy is just basically keeping it real about how uncomfortable I am right now for you to send your bitch over here. And he's like, look, I don't give a damn about your relationship with Phaedra. I'm just trying to let you know that that's my woman and I love her and we together. And it's like, oh my God, Apollo, you are such a fucking child. You are so annoying to me. You are still an annoying little boy of a man. And I'm sorry, but if Phaedra does leave you with nothing, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm just not, okay? When they get off the phone, it's, all right, baby, love you. Oh my God, see you on Monday. Apparently she drives to see him a couple of times a week. It's only 40 minutes away from where she lives. Obviously, bitch. Like, what are you writing to niggas in jail? How? Like, I'm just saying. Like, well, come on. What the fuck? What type of bitch is you? What type of bitch is you? You definitely ain't no upgrade from Phaedra. I'm just saying. Phaedra ain't all that, but come on now. What the fuck is this shit? I don't know, y'all. I was not feeling it at all. And all the Candy's facial expressions, and I was feeling it because that's how I felt. It was very uncomfortable. They basically discussed once the girl leaves that it's obvious that they were in a relationship before he went to jail. Like, give me a fucking break, okay? So like I was saying from jump, I don't know why it would have mattered if Phaedra was dating somebody else, because we all knew what the fuck Apollo was doing. You know what I mean? I don't understand why this is such a big deal. I don't understand why anybody would look at Phaedra like she was fucked up because she doesn't want to do anything for him. He wasn't exactly a good husband to her. So fuck him. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but when it comes to Apollo and Phaedra, I'm on Phaedra's side. Even if she did have something to do with the crooked business, I still felt like there was a lot of disrespect that he did on camera. And if you love your wife a little bit, you're gonna have some restraint when you know they got cameras in this fucking room that could possibly make her look bad or make, or hurt her feelings. And he did a lot of that. Do y'all not remember when he left her at the room, sitting outside the room because he wasn't ready to go inside yet, because he had to be out there flirting with fucking Kenya and shit? It's just ridiculous, y'all. Apollo was never my cup of tea. That's basically everything that happened. I hope y'all enjoyed the little short review because it wasn't a lot that happened. The restaurant looked like it had some really good food and some really good drinks, and when I take my trip down to Atlanta, I don't know when, but I want to make that happen. I'm definitely gonna be going to the restaurant so I can try the food. And I'm happy for Candy inside. I hope the restaurant does well. Peter said it's around the corner from a new stadium, so you know that should help them out. I always like to see Candy win because I feel like deep down Candy is a good person, and you know she really tries hard to be the person that she is, which is an entrepreneur and a good mother and a good wife and a good friend. And at the end of the day, shit don't always work out. Nobody's perfect, but I'm still a fan of Candy, so I'm happy for her in the OLG restaurant and them old ass mean grandmas and aunties of hers. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all. Love y'all.
My mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look